John and Zuri Zepke truly made their mark at St. John's High School. This brother-sister duo is graduating first and third respectively in their class. John, the valedictorian for the Islanders class of 2018, has a grade point average of nearly 5.3. Zuri's GPA is over 4.
I know a lot of other people talk about it. John and I don't really talk about it that much, but it was a big deal in our school.
Once you know you're number one, you don't want to slip up and let somebody else have it. It might be different for a lower position, but even then, if I was like number 10 or 20, I would want to climb up in the ranks. So there's always something to work towards, knowing I was number one.
Zuri is set to continue her education at the College of Charleston, while John will make a longer trip to start his college career. He's going to Princeton.
It's still a dream. I'm still shocked. I'm still surprised.
I knew he was going to get into Princeton. That's the thing. I'm so proud of my brother, like extremely.
And I was actually on FaceTime with my cousin. I started screaming. I was like, well, not like, well, yeah, I was screaming. And we were both screaming, and we didn't know why, well, he didn't know why, but then I explained. It was just a joyous moment.
St. John's principal Steve Larson said John is making history for the Islanders. He is the first grad the school community is aware of that will attend the Ivy League school in New Jersey.
Resources were available for John to get help to get into Princeton. I wanted him to have the opportunity to turn Princeton down rather than never know whether or not he could have gone.
John and Zuri's success is even more impressive when you consider they're living here in the Low Country without their parents. You see, before their sophomore year, their parents sent them here from Atlanta so that they would have a better educational opportunity. And that's turned out to be the case. Of course, it helps that they're living with their grandmother, who used to be a teacher here at St. John's High School.
She's a very strong-willed person, strict, disciplined. So everything, anytime I needed help, I always came to her, and she always made it clear that, well, you have to do well at education, you have to spend time studying, you have to do so-and-so, because that's just how it is.
Well, I knew it was going to be tough, but I saw it as a way to prepare me for college, because I know it's going to be the exact same way. So I don't know, I kind of looked in the opportunity in a good way.
The adjustment was not easy at first, switching from life in a big city to a rural community. Fortunately, they had each other.
She's like my biggest supporter, kind of like a mentor, I guess. I don't know where I'd be without her.
I was really homesick for about a year. My junior year, I just was able to get used to it, acclimate it.
The Zepkes also credit the teachers and staff at St. John's for helping them adjust to a unique situation and excel academically.
They're just so caring. They'll do anything really for you, and that's something that we've both been able to use and help us with our success.
When I was studying for the SAT or the PSAT, after I got back the results, I would stay with Miss Taylor after school and we'd go over the problems that I missed. Same with Miss Leslie, Miss McLaughlin. Going over the English answers, Miss Davis, just whenever I needed their help, they were there.
I appreciate and am honored by the fact that they're naming our teachers as reasons for their success. That's true of St. John's. People come here to teach so that they can make a real difference in kids' lives.
Principal Larson is also grateful for the Zepke's contribution to the culture and progress at St. John's.
Well, every year you lose those who you want to model what good citizenship looks like, what being a good student looks like. People will remember these two, and they'll notice the hole they leave.
It means a lot to me being my grandmother's grandson, because, you know, she was a teacher here and she always talks about the school. She loves the school. You know, it means a lot to show that, hey, the students here can do good stuff, academics, athletic-wise too.
Great people, loving, caring. You wouldn't get that in a school that I would have gone to in Atlanta, so extremely appreciative to be here.
The next step in John and Zuri's life will be challenging, mostly because it will be the first time they've been apart.
I love where I'm about to go, and I think where John's about to go, he's going to completely love. But I'm completely nervous because I don't know how it's going to be. It's going to be different, of course, but, you know, at least we have FaceTime or calling. It's just going to be a different thing that, I don't know, we'll just have to both see how it's going to turn out.
What stands out for me for these guys is that the sky's the limit, and they're just starting this journey, and I just can't wait for them to see how it unfolds.
And they know they will have a ton of support from members of their adopted hometown in the Low Country of South Carolina. On Johns Island, for the Stories of CCSD, I'm Andy Pruitt.